Hey, everyone. I told you I'd vlog, and I'm gonna. It is day number 2 at the Cedar Lake Arena Indoor track, spring thaw for the Rumble Series. Day 1 was interesting. It's basically the best way I can say this. Track was not nearly what anyone predicted. Ended up running a fresh set of whites, pounding some aggressive onto them, and then later on through the night, actually milding the aggressive and putting a little more bite because the track finally started coming in on our last feature. We had 24, 23, 22 carts in the 2 clone classes. Today we got 25 and 24, gained a couple. We ran all 23, 22, and fortunately there was issues. So they actually backed down. I think they're taking top 16, and then they're going to run a non-qualifier. I can honestly do a whole vlog about racing etiquette, and I may. If you watch me and know me, I'm not afraid to say what people are talking about and say. It gets me in trouble sometimes, and it's a hot topic. But I mean, you go as far as Xfinity, you're seeing what's going on. It all starts right here at that young age. People try to come up with different excuses, but it just comes down to literally race etiquette. So we've already had 1 practice session. They moved the disc up on us to try to rework in a new groove. Because it was a 1-laner yesterday. It was just nothing on the outside. We also got a little bump through 1 and 2, a kind of a couple. So it's throwing people 2 on that also. Yeah, we're there. We've been dropping. We dropped actually now 3 teeth for today. Track's, like I said, picking up. It's got lots of fight now. So whole prep regiment's different for day 2. So right now I am getting a set of tires ready for his next practice session. I'm actually regrowing a little bit. The tires that I just had him on, which was a fresh set of pinks and blues. Get those a little closer to what I would like. And then let's see, we made some scale changes. Cart, we tried a different balance on the cart yesterday. Corey absolutely did not like how it reminded him of his Minicon, how it just slammed to the right front. So we rebalanced the cart, got the balance pretty close to where we liked it. It was a lot better. We detuned the balance just a tad, and then when he went out there for his first practice session, the balance looks really good. So that's the key, is keeping the cart under control and also working your tires for bite and stuff like that. So as long as he's liking this next section, and then of course when we go out for our first qual, we probably won't be touching the cart all day. It'll just be working the tires and going out and have fun. So, but yeah, I hope this is a good one. Corey's got his camera and his helmet. Yesterday my dad was recording on the other side of the track. I've got Autumn recording on the back stretch. I told my dad, I said, stop recording, come enjoy the race with us, and I got Autumn in charge of doing that. So I probably should say, if you're new to this, thank you for coming and watching. I am White Wolfe Jr. My brother Corey currently is the one running the clone tonight. We just got 1 cart here. We got his wife Heidi, and then my dad Wyatt also, and then Corey's daughter Autumn is here. So later on I'll kind of get everyone into the vlog here, but I thought I'd jump on right now. I got a couple minutes of downtime and jump on here to do this. So I think I'm not recording any practice, so I'm actually I'll probably jump on here for a few minutes, but then first footage you're going to see on the track will be qualifying. So all right, thanks for watching. Hit that like, subscribe, comment, share. I'll probably do that again later, but it's a good reminder to do now. We'll see you in a little bit. All right, everyone, I am back at the grid. As you can hear, we got carts on the track. Literally, the track is right there. I stand right on the cement. I can literally touch Corey's hand. It's a pretty awesome feeling. Track is ripping right now. Got the tires set. I just got to check the air pressures before it dropping down. I believe he's 21st out of 25 on qual. So we're going to see how this works on this first run and shoot from there. All right, I'm going to send it down. Watch Corey. Here we go. All right, everyone. Well, we got qualifying session 1. Track is now breaking apart. This was a possibility we had in our heads that this was going to happen because of the holes that we had. I should say holes, bumps that we had yesterday's, and it's starting to break up now in 1 and 2. And Corey says there's actually a hole forming now in the middle of 3 and 4. So he couldn't trust the cart going through the bumps. I had him on a 6-month-old set of tires that we ran here in the fall with a re-roll and aggressive wipes on them, a bite. But I think for us to get through the bumps, we're gonna have to run a fresh set of tires with a little bit stiffer sidewall on them. So we're gonna throw those on for practice. They also got less wipes but bite. And then he didn't like the gear change. We ended up changing drivers, and he goes, it just felt lazy. He didn't have the pep like we ran with the other gear ratio. So we're gonna switch our gearing back to what we had in practice. We're gonna make one weight change, and then put bolt the new fresh set of tires on, and we're gonna send it. So I think that's what we're gonna do. So I don't know where to look. I'm looking to this. So yeah, so we're gonna take. I'm gonna get some tires ready here. Start getting those ready. We're gonna make those changes. I ran out of freaking gloves. I was not prepared. Getting back into race mode here. So my dad and Heidi and Autumn are off running over to, I think, Ace or Walmart or something to grab me some more gloves for wiping. And we'll go from there. So I gotta figure out. I think I gotta look right there. Look right there. So, so that's what we're gonna do, and go from there. No! Oh man, can you say we're a little happy? Sorry, I don't have Corey here right now. He's off getting some food. We went third fastest in the pro qual. Many people, that's not a big thing, but to us, that's a big thing. He didn't even put a good lap together. As you saw the video, he shot off the 2 on that first lap, and I'm like, oh, I need the tires to pop. I need them to pop. And he came back around. He was a little better. And he hit lap 3, and that sucker was going. As you saw, it was not the cleanest lap, but the attitude of the chassis was doing more of what the faster guys were doing. So we actually changed from what I had told you we were going to do. We ended up changing the cross, with just a little bit of weight to balance the chassis differently. Went back to our original gear actually for what we were running in practice before we set up the motor came to life. So we found the limit on that, so we know where that's at. And then the tires. He said that it was the tires I needed, so I'm literally back down to hardly wiping at all right now because of where those tires are sitting. We'll see what the first race brings. We start 10th, so on the outside, but I'm gonna keep running them. They're working. It's what I did last night, and so it's we're ecstatic. This is a big thing for us. If you didn't watch any, well, I really didn't post much, but I had some videos of some basically emotional breakdowns of me last year of this, and it was a huge learning curve for us. So for us, this is a big deal. So, but I'm gonna get some food. I'm only on like 4 hours of sleep, so I'm getting a little bit of headache. So I'm gonna get some Cedar in me. Grab some food, drink some water. I know the old man's taking a little nap right now. We're on an intermission, and then we're gonna get ready for our first feature. So it'll be the basically the adult clone, non-pro, whatever. It's not non-pro, but adult clone 375. So, but yeah, pretty awesome. We'll be back. All right, everyone, we're at the grid, and it's about go time for our first race, starting 10. Yeah, so outside, so we're gonna hold on. This is our practice session for the main. So hopefully we hit the tires right. So wish Corey luck. Here we go.
Christ.
good run. Happy with how it was. We timed in that 6th place, but we're showing 8th. I'm not quite sure if it was. They have a rule here where once the green light comes on, you're clear to pass on the inside. And Corey didn't have any intentions on doing that, but he got bumped in the back, and he didn't want to slam into the car in front of him. So he basically, once he got bumped and was shoved, he just kept that going. It's not our normal driving style at all. If you know how we race. Unfortunately, though, it's been going on all weekend, especially towards the back from especially yesterday from 18th to 23rd, 24th. So it's it was a little difficult, but Corey's in good spirits. He says it's all good. It's a mute point. That's cool. I was just looking for clarification on it, and so if I see the race director, I'll just ask him. I'm not upset or anything. It's just more clarification so we know. So it's kind of like what we were just talking about. Is basically if you know yourself in the top 10, just try to avoid doing that. But fortunately, because of the stack up on restarts, I mean, unfortunately, Connor Germain got flipped. So I hope he's doing okay. I might go swing over to the DRE camp and kind of see how he's doing. So it's unfortunate, but yeah. So we're in good spirits. Again, I'm doing the same regimen I did with the tires. I flipped the left rear. Probably should flip the right front, but I'm going to do that at home. I like doing that in case I don't get the tire size where I need it. I'm not stressing at the track. It'll work. It'll last. So I'm going to keep the same tire regimen. Like we adjusted the gear, and yeah, that's what we're going to do. So hopefully have a good race. We're unfortunately in a kind of a predicament on where we start due to some actions all weekend. And Corey basically goes, as a driver, I don't know what to do. And I said, honestly, as a crew chief, I don't know how to advise. So it's keep our cool, all of us. We'll let the race play out, and hopefully survive and come back in one piece. That's the goal. A lot of wrecked equipment this weekend. It's insane how much wrecked equipment. So, alrighty. Well, I need to get some caffeine, so I'm gonna get some caffeine. Double check my tire size on the left rear just for reinsurance, and then yeah, I guess chill here and get ready for the A-main. So I'll be back in a little bit. All right, everyone, it is A-main time for us. I would be lying to you if I didn't tell you I was very nervous, like I said earlier. So my heart's pumping pretty hard right now. So hoping for a good race, hoping to have fun. So let's wish Corey luck. Here we go.
job, brother.
Good run, dude.
Thank you.
That was great. Nice run, dude.
Thank you. Woo!
Nice, sir.
Thank you. Oh man.
Oh.
Fuck yeah,
I
dude.
didn't even realize there was one to go. Thank you.
Thank you.
You guys too. You guys didn't give up.
Hell yeah, thank you, man.
That was a good ride.
Yeah, hell yeah.
You sure earned that. Nice job of driving, buddy.
Oh my God, brother.
Never giving up.
No, sir.
Never giving up.
Welcome back.
Hello.
It's been about, I don't know, 20 minutes, half hour since the race.
I don't know.
We cleaned up a little bit, but we're still shaking.
That was a blast.
Had some beer, had some water.
That was a blast. Actually, I haven't set the guy up. And
Yeah. Racecraft. I talked about this earlier in this vlog.
that's so much fun. Following a guy, studying
Yes.
them, working your line.
Yes.
figuring out-
You said it. You could have punted him if you wanted
I
to.
could've, yeah.
And you chose not to, and that's respect. And that goes a long ways. Racecraft. So, we had a good piece. Bruce came flying over. I want Corey to win. I'm like, I'm just hoping that we don't get a wrecked cart.
Yes.
So, top 5 feels good. You would have swore we won with our how we acted, right? So, what do you think, old man?
It felt like a win.
Felt like a win?
For real.
Felt like a win. It did. After everything we did last year.
Yeah.
And what'd you call it? Growing pains?
Growing pains of last year.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. Again, we applied everything we learned from last year to this weekend.
Yeah.
Finally-
Last year it can knock you down, but
Yep. Okay, we're back. Air compressor started fire on. I don't even know what I was going to say. But we're going to move it on to Dad quick. Get his. What's your thoughts?
Exciting.
Exciting.
Calm down a few times.
We each are calming each other down. Had its ups and downs, but
I ain't calling anybody else, but it could have been further forward. But not saying.
all's good. It's racing.
All's good.
Heidi, the wife, what do you think? Good. She's kind of sick right now, so
Sorry.
it's all good. Oh, I'm gonna throw you on the spot. What'd you think? So if their video recordings were bad from her, blame her.
They're not that bad. Hey, they're pretty good.
They're what?
They're pretty good.
They're pretty good. Throw Ashley under the bus. Nice, nice. All right, well, we're gonna keep cleaning up. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. We're gonna clean up. We're gonna chill. I know Corey's gonna want some more beers. And it's actually pretty early.
It's really early.
We weren't racing until 11:30 at night, so
Quarter to 8.
4 to 8, not too bad. So cart's in one piece. Yeah, we got a destroyed nose, but we'll make it work. So
another great racetrack here.
yeah, that track went from frickin' wet and slimy to pretty damn near close to what it was last year in sandy
Yeah. Had character.
and character.
It had character.
And that character.
Both ends. It had character.
So.
You call holes character. That's character.
So I'm gonna personally say thank you to the network of people I've got, because they're the ones that help guide us to this
Yes.
and learning.
100%.
And I know I can be very annoying asking a lot of questions, but I want to know why. I've always been that way. So, but with that
Thank
said,
you very much.
yes, thank you. So now we're going home, and
We're not going home.
well, tomorrow we'll go home tomorrow, chill tonight. Where I was going with this though is we'll get this one ready, because your next race is in 2 weeks at AJC for the first series race. But we'll be at Golden Spike beforehand, because that one's gonna race. My daughter's gonna race. Ryan Fink's gonna race. And we might take your cart to possibly scuff a few sets of tires. So at the end of the night. So All right. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Like, subscribe, share, comment, ring that bell.
Ring the bell.
And we're going to catch you. I'm going to do a shop vlog, so I'll see you in the shop. Peace out. Oh.